All right, I think we are live on YouTube, so we'll wait a little bit, see if we get a couple more people in here to get started, and we'll jump right in. Did you go to church, Richard? Are you still right here? What's up, dude? What's up, you guys on Twitter? Someone needs to make a platform where you could do just everything all at once. Like, what up, Ed? So I'm going to stream on here, and you're going to just see my ugly mug here on Instagram or Twitter. I have another phone that's on Twitter, one on Instagram. Then I have the third one that's a webcam for my computer. And if you guys want to watch my, the live stream on YouTube with my screen share, where you can see the stocks and stuff, then we'll start right now here in a little bit. If you want to go over it all together. I don't have any more cameras. I'll also take a picture of me doing this. This is pretty cool. See if how long it takes until I get copyright for the music. So if it kicks me off for the music, I'll start it up again. I think if you're for the people that will be watching this on Instagram, I have a link tree in my bio, and it has like all the links for all my social media and everything, and so it'll show like the link to the YouTube, and you can see. I believe like on the main page it shows that I'm live on my channel page or something. Um, so I'll wait like another minute or so. All right, cool. So I'll go ahead and get started. So welcome to the Sunday stock study. So every Sunday we go live around this time in the afternoon. On Sunday we go over the tickers that we're watching for the week, and we also talk about a little bit about the trading psychology and things that'll help you out to help out your trading and things like that. If anyone has any jokes or anyone wants to complain about their girlfriends, wives, husbands, anything like that, that is all up and fair game as well. I definitely get it. So I share personal stuff in my what's going on in my life as well. So I try to keep it real and raw. But the thing I wanted to talk about today was that so I had a pretty real I say a pretty good week, but it's actually the best week trading I've ever had. So including Friday last week, because I had to hold over the weekend. I made $104,000, and most of it exclusively trading Tesla. So, and it's been trading absolutely bonkers. Like, this is something that maybe a once in a lifetime type thing for you to see. For this kind of move, but it's. I mean, for you guys that are traders that have traded like BPTH and things like that. Every time that something like that happens, I think this is a once in a lifetime type thing. We won't see something else like it, and another thing comes down. Tilray BPTH, BYND, Tesla now, and it's just there's always definitely opportunities. And I didn't. Someone actually posted today on Twitter. They posted, "Are you really that good of a trader, or is the market conditions conducive to your style and the way that you trade?" And that's actually like, I try to be real with myself, and I've been trying to actually check myself, right? So am I really that good of a trader, or is it that the market conditions are that conducive for me to make money? And it's absolutely, I think it's a little bit of a mixture, right? So I mean, you could have the market conditions definitely go absolutely crazy, and you could make a lot of money, but if you don't have the skill to actually capitalize on them, then it doesn't necessarily make sense. On the other end, you could have all the skill in the world, and then if this the market the conditions aren't conducive to your strategy, then it doesn't make sense. So I try to stay really humble as far as everything with it, and I didn't want to get a big head. So I know from past experiences, when you have a big day, a big winning day, you start to have a little bit of swag. You start having a little bit of like cockiness and confidence and stuff. And the market is a mean bitch, guys. Like it'll always humble you and show you who's boss. And so a lot of people talk about what to do after a big losing trade, right? So we all know very popular trader on Twitter who took a pretty nice loss in January off of Tesla, and everyone talks about what to do and how to bounce back from big days. But I think it says a lot. I think you need to have a strategy also when you have those huge trades too, just like this. So this changed a lot for me. So it was definitely a game changer. And Friday, right? So on Friday, I came into the market after everything had already happened, and I had already said I was going to take it slow, just kind of take little scalps to take whatever money I can after making that big money at the beginning of the week, and it felt so slow. So it's according to what up, Ricky Analog joining in. What up, bro? Ricky has a different type of style and different type of I would just say strategy altogether, and it's pretty cool for me to watch him, because I can't do what he does, and I don't know if he could do what I could do, but I gotta give him props that he's a badass trader. So if you guys want to learn some stuff about trading, you go follow Ricky on Twitter. So it's the same I think he has the same username on Twitter. So but getting back to what I was saying is that after all that excitement and everything wore off from the big trade on Tesla throughout the week, the market felt really, really slow on Friday. So you're so used to this big range and this these things just taking off and going crazy, and then Friday was kind of slow. And I was actually telling the guys in the room as we were trading together on Friday that it's almost like I think the right reference in baseball is like when you get thrown a knuckleball. So it gets thrown really fast, and then all of a sudden it slows down. And then you don't know how to react to it, right? So you're expecting this really fast pitch, and then all of a sudden it's slow, and then you get caught swinging, right? So you're expecting something different, and that's exactly how I felt on Friday. Was I was expecting this huge these huge moves, and I took a couple stabs at Amazon. And I had the right idea. I was just too early, and then the range on the candles was $3, $4, $5, and it was too big. It was too big for for me to properly manage my risk. So I just got out. But I mean, it ended up running. I think it was like $60 or something, $50 on Friday, Amazon, which would have been another monster day, right? So. So for you guys that are joining on YouTube, don't be afraid to say hi. Put some comments in the chat. Any you guys on Twitter, YouTube, or Twitter and Instagram as well. And so, anyways, that's how I felt, right? So I'm over here like adrenaline pumping, like I want it to be a bunch of range like it used to be at the beginning of the week, and we hit these home runs, and you just get caught swinging because the conditions aren't the same as they were at the beginning of the week. So. I think your strategy has to go back to, the same way that, like, if it was a loss, right? So you may want to just, size down a little bit. So size down, to manage your risk, and for you not to get too cocky, with the money that you're making, and for you maybe even take a break. So there was like a day I didn't trade. I actually had to go to court. So I had to go to court to pick up some paperwork for my stuff that's going on. So I didn't get to trade, which was really cool. So, but and this goes back to what we were talking about last week or was last week or the week before, about having a short-term memory, right? So if you have a short-term memory, you don't remember you kind of forget that feeling of the win, right? So you start, and everything starts normalizing again. So almost like when you buy something new and exciting, like if you buy a new car, you buy like something you've been working for a while. After a while, it kind of loses its shininess, and you start like not necessarily undervaluing it, but you start getting used to it, right? And so that's my strategy was with this win. Was I was trying to forget about it a little bit and let it get back to the normal feeling of me trading, in order to get back to some normalcy. So I didn't want it to, because if I was always just sitting there thinking like, man, what I'm gonna buy, what am I gonna spend my money on, or like whatever, like then that breeds that I have to make more money, and the chasing that feeling of that winning, you know what I mean? And instead I want the consistency of being able to do it over and over again, just having that short-term memory, so I don't have to I don't hold myself to that big of a goal that I have to perform like that every single time. So what I did is I sized down. So I sized down tremendously. I only traded 1 or 2 contracts, and then I for the rest of the week, and then I also took some time away just to process everything and let it sink in and stuff. And then in my position, it's a little bit different, I think, that for a lot of other traders, because I do everything very publicly, right? So like everyone's congratulating me, everyone's which I appreciate, right? So which is really awesome. I appreciate, and it's pretty cool to be able to motivate new traders and stuff. So that was, it's a little bit, you gotta keep yourself humble, because it's really easy to say like, yeah, I'm the man, like, you know what I mean, like. And I've been trying to keep on doing well. So I just size down, and then I try to let it blow over, and then I was trying to keep going going to next week, like if it's normal, and like if it wasn't there, and then try to just keep on doing the consistency, and just hit singles. So keep on hitting those singles, and then and those are going to amount to those home runs. So I, like, when people were congratulating me about the Tesla trade, my response, a lot of it was that sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know it was going to go up that big. You know what I mean? I woke up the next morning and it was up, and that was the deal. Like, I could have very well been that much down, the next day. So there was a little bit of that involved in. So I had to just level myself. And after, I think it's very important after even, because everyone talks about sizing down and stuff after losing, but I think for me this week it was really good to size down, and then just try to forget it, try to put the win behind me, and then continue on as business as usual. You know what I mean? So, and we'll keep on going from there. And it's a little bit different. So now, like, it makes me realize a couple of other things, though, is that like it's especially with the options, with the way that things are priced and the way that they move, you're better off like looking for longer term plays for them to actually be bigger, especially when you're dealing with the gamma, theta, things like that. Like it's eating to your profit very, very quickly, and so, but if you're to get something that's a little bit longer term play, like some of the tickers that we're going to talk about right now, that's where you make the good money. So not being stressed on these intraday trades. And I understand if you have a small account, and you can't necessarily be holding forever, but on these bigger term trades. But I think the patience behind it definitely paid a lot, like especially on the Tesla trade. So just wanted to talk a little bit about like how to deal with big wins, because everyone talks about what to do after you have a big loss, but and after a big win, I think it should be taken the same way. So still strive for the consistency, size down a little bit, and so then you don't wind up blowing up your account because you're thinking you're the man or you're overconfident, and then go from there. So we'll jump right in and we'll take a look at some tickers. If you guys are looking on YouTube, or you guys are looking on Instagram and then Twitter, you guys could go to my YouTube channel, and then I'm live on there right now. I'm sharing screen and of my Thinkorswim and everything. If you guys want to take a look at it, so we're going to go over some tickers that I'm looking at for this week. All right. So the first one is we're looking at BYND. I don't think they've announced, and I'll look again real quick when they're announcing earnings. Every time I hit the space bar, it cuts the thing. So actually, look, there's some reports here that they're going to report tomorrow. So there was actually some sweeps on BYND for $200. So there's some pretty big sweeps at 200, and then right now, like it went up, and if you're looking at it, like so it kind of based out right here at this 74, 75, 70 dollar area, and then it started moving up again and squeezing, and then it has like this descending triangle flag type formation right here, which I really like. So this overall, it's a huge cup and handle. So you see this huge cup and handle type pattern, but then right now it's flagging or a pennant right here. And with the earnings, I'm expecting the earnings to be pretty good. So they're in what are they, like in Denny's now? They're like in Carl's Jr., Hardee's, Wendy's, I think. And if you guys you are looking at this, BYND is actually they're a fake meat company, so a vegan meat company, I should say. So they're pretty popular right now, and so they just IPO'd not too long ago, like the last quarter of last year, and it ran up pretty big here from the first IPO. So it was like $40 some all the way up to 240. So. But I really like this cup and handle pattern that we're having on BYND right now, especially with the earnings. I actually have some contracts, some call contracts right now in BYND, so I'm hoping for that big move up. I'm just trying to follow the sweeps, and then I like the pattern. So I have two reasons why I like this for the play. So part of my strategy is to follow the big money, the big and smart money, because I'm just a small fish, and I don't, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm following the people that actually have some buying power and can move this thing, and if they're saying it's going to get up to 200 again, I'll follow them up to 200 again. Which from right now it's at 116.44. So if it's $85, that's pretty good with the amount of contracts I have right now. So this could rival my Tesla trade if it goes well. So. So keeping that on watch. And then also, I believe Roku has earnings this week. So this has been kind of disappointing right here, because we've talked about this before on the Sunday stock study, and so we have this huge descending like triangle, and I was expecting it to like have a huge drop. I wanted it to get to like 100 again. And it didn't get down to 100, so it's just been kind of ranging like and coming down. But I was reading some reports and stuff that they're partnering with some other people. So yeah. Or did they just report? Did they report on Friday? Oh no, it's on the 13th. So they report, so I was right. So they report on the 13th, which is on Thursday. So that'll be exciting to watch on Roku. So see if we could get some nice moves on there. I'm expecting it to kind of base up and come back up. So if we get like a little curl up, that'd be really nice as well on the on Roku. So they've been kind of just downtrending on this back and forth. What was the other tickers we were looking at? I think Disney reports pretty soon, guys, which is DIS. And I know that they're going to report like for this will be the first quarter that they report for like Disney Plus. And but with the whole coronavirus thing, they're actually losing a lot of money from the Disneyland out there being shut down. But I realized that's going to be for the next quarter. So it's I don't know if they do guidance or what, but that'll be interesting and to see how they actually do. So I'm keeping I actually took a pretty nice hit on on Disney back when they reported the Disney Plus and stuff, and it was running up. I was expecting it to kind of base around right here, this little down right here, and then for it to come back up. And I got some like 160 calls, and it never happened. So I ended up taking like a 2K loss on that, and I just let them expire. So whatever. I think so. In small caps, I was looking at CODX because it kind of still stayed in play on. If what up, Alberto? I don't know if Ricky wants to get into his thesis on what he thinks of CODX. This is more his cup of tea. But I was looking for it on Friday, so this is this dark area right here is Friday, and I was wanting it to get up to 380 or so, and for it to come back down. So nothing, bro. I'm about to go eat some wings, bro. In your honor, Alberto. Disney reports came out. What's up, Mohammed? Sorry, guys. Do I always follow sweeps? No, this is something new that I'm trying, a new strategy I'm trying, Mateo. Sorry, I put my YouTube thing here to the other side. So just to answer your questions real quick, Mateo said, do you always follow the sweeps? No, but yeah, so I could see them doing that, dude. But I really, really wanted them to get up to the 380. I was, like I don't really play with small caps anymore. But that was like taking candy from a baby if it got up to the 380 for $4. If it hit and then come back down, it just didn't happen. No, I wasn't trying to long. I was actually gonna get some shares and short it. So because I know we know about some CODX. So I was hoping I'd get it up there, but I'll keep it on watch. Alberto likes playing the small caps, so he likes to long them though. So we'll see. The Disney reports already came out. Are you sure Roku already reported? It says 213. So those are some of the sweeps I was looking at, and then there were some other ones as well. Of course we got to talk about Tesla, guys. So Tesla coming up for the new week. So if you guys look at my longer term, like chart here, so everything is still very bullish. Everything is still very green. So my candles are based off of MFI. This is my CCI right here down at the bottom, and if you want to say that this is a normal pullback, like for this type of move, like whatever, like, but I believe that they are holding 700 very well. So, I really like this for it to curl back up, and then there's a lot of new shorts in here now. Just from the short term when it came down from the 968 or so, was it 968 or so when it came down. So all these new shorts that are in here, you imagine if it just started curling back up and did some more damage, that would be funny. But I really feel, for me, I mean, if you look at the premiums for the contracts, they are just absolutely expensive. So like $40, $50. I was looking at getting some 650, selling some 650 puts just to let the theta work in my favor, and So I actually subscribe Mateo. I actually subscribe Mateo to Wall Street Jesus on Twitter. So if you go onto his webpage, wallstreetjesus.com, he has like his subscription on there, and then he has like a private a private Twitter where he puts out the actual like all the sweeps and stuff, all the information. So you don't get access to their chat, like to the Lucci chat or their Steam room or whatever. It's exclusively like a Twitter where they put out the sweeps that are coming out and everything. So I'm working with Charlie and Gather to to put it into Gather to be able to have the sweeps in there, and so then we'll have it here pretty soon if he could choose a loading screen ever so. Oh, maybe Chaser has it, but yeah, I like the Wall Street Jesus feed, dude, because I trust him, and he's a really good guy and trader. So I look up to him and Lucci a lot. So I like getting their little 2 cents into like what they put and stuff. So did you put like a link there, Chaser, Andrew? I didn't see the link. Or if you just want to put it in our Discord too, that would be cool, bro. If you're looking at like a certain ticker or something, Mateo, then let me know and I'll tell you like if there is any of that or whatever. But I think it's like $50 a month or something like that I pay to be able to have it. So yeah. So that I think that it would be good to have a plan both ways. Obviously we could come in here and have someone just unload here on Tesla and for it to come down. But like I said, it's holding the 700 really really well, and I like it. I could see us getting some crazy move again into next week, so that would be pretty nice. Then so that's pretty much it. But there's still those hedges that are out there on Tesla up at 1,000. So you imagine we start getting them covering those and stuff. So it'll be at this point, like I don't really. Like I said, it's too, for one thing, like it's too expensive for me to play. I don't have the money to be able to play it no more. So it's it was nice when I got those 650 calls, and then they were like cents on the dollar, and now the premium is jacked, dude. So add a diddly? What's that? Who's that? Say your name. Yeah, I don't see the link, bro. Sometimes YouTube does that, dude, because they don't want you to leave their site, so they want you to use the site. So just Mateo is actually in our chat, so if you want to just put the link in our Discord. Yeah, if you have questions on like the technical analysis and the way that my charts look and stuff, and the way anything works, definitely just ask, dude, and I'll go over. We could go over some technical analysis. Like last part of last week, I actually blew some minds. We were talking about compression and energy out of compression and longing out of compression, and it was on what ticker was it, Alberto? I don't know if you're still here or not. But yeah, so we were longing out of compression, and exactly like I was saying, I think it was actually Tesla. So it was actually Tesla where it came to 750, and then it went back up to 770 or something, and I was just like, I gave a time frame that it would happen in, and then it actually happened in that time frame. So there you go. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Broseph. I didn't know anything like that existed, dude. And then like I said, the one that Wall Street Jesus posts is like relevant stuff. So it's really nice. So I like with that. Yeah. So I live stream every day. Every day we live stream together, and I go live, and then on Friday I stream live on YouTube. So on YouTube I do it for free. So if you have any questions and you want to trade together on Friday, and you don't want to see my strategies and my thought process behind everything, I'll give my pre market plan, and then we'll go over everything on before the open, and then we'll trade. So everyone saw me lose $1,300 on Friday. So there's those, and then also Netflix had a pretty monster day on Friday as well. Kind of keeping an eye on that, guys. It would be pretty cool if it goes up and it tests 400 again. So let me show you this. So we got 375 right here, and then excuse me, I got an itch. And yeah, I'm listening to some country music, so. But test these like all-time highs, type area right here. So the 380, 370, what have you, even 400 would be pretty nice. So it's been it trades really like it doesn't seem like many people are paying attention to it. Just like really low volume, and I just don't like the way that it trades. I used to trade this every day, so. I mean, for you guys that have been following me on Twitter for a while, that used to be my saying: Netflix every day until the swans come. And it just hasn't been doing anything. So, whatever. Like, we'll just let it do its thing. So. Oh, hey there. So Mohammed. So I stream live from my chat room. So if you go to newedgewallstreet.com, I have memberships for it. If you want a discount code or whatever for it, bro, let me know, and I'll shoot you a discount code if you want to join. And we could go over every day. If we'd be happy to have you, dude. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's also in the description. So if you look in the descriptions, and so yeah, so we stream every day. And then Sundays we also do the Sunday stock study just like this, so we could just vibe and hang out. And then I try to upload a video, like actual video, to YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's my schedule on YouTube, is a live stream morning of Fridays, Sunday afternoons, and then I release a video on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it gets a little hectic, dude. So I'm like I've told you guys, like I'm in a pretty big custody suit with my son, and so like tomorrow is a pretty big day for me. So I've been focusing on that a lot, and I fired my lawyer. So I used to have a lawyer that did everything for me, and I got tired of being billed out an hour for them to open up an email, which at $700 an hour to open up one email, it gets old pretty fast. So I started doing everything the way that I wanted and representing myself. So we're gonna see. If you guys could say a prayer for me, I definitely appreciate it for tomorrow. So. Thank you, dude. That's when I started this, dude. I don't have to have a community. As you can see, I'm a pretty profitable trader. I do pretty well. And a lot of this was first when I first started doing this, everyone was really expensive. So everyone was charging like $200, $500, or things like that. And my whole thesis on everything is that it should be affordable, right? So I wanted it to be affordable, and I don't have to deal with you if you're an asshole, bro. There's people that I've kicked out of the room because I just don't like their energy and I just don't like their vibe. And I've refunded their money, and I've told them, see you later. So right now I would say I'm more intraday trade darkness. Um, so intraday trades just in and out. Scalping options has been what my niche has been recently for the past about a year now. And now I'm looking at bigger term option plays now that I've seen the power of being patient and building a position and holding it for a lot longer. Um, I see the potential for these bigger plays and building a bigger position, and then intraday trading to be able to cover those longer term plays. So that's kind of the strategy that I'm building right now, which um, I mean, the guys in my room have seen me fail and they at it, and they've seen me do really well at it. So like, I actually had a position for Tesla over earnings, and they were reporting 12% move on the earnings, and the IV the volatility then oh, now I'm gonna go blank. Intended volatility was pretty high, so I wound up just, I thought I was gonna hit the lottery that day, and then it was I made $2,000, but it hit right where I said. I mean, it went up to 100 points, so I think it was like at 550 or 540 or something that I bought those, and then I bought 650 calls, and it got to 650, right? It got to where I wanted it to, my profit target, but because of the IV, it ate into my profit, and it wasn't a good trade. So yeah, so Chaser actually found me here on the Sunday stock study, man. He just found me out on here one day and just started talking, and he just recently signed up, so it's been really nice. So, um, but yeah, that's kind of like a unwritten rule in my room, is that if you're an asshole, like, we don't need the negative vibes, negative energy. Like, go somewhere else. You could go be with. Actually, so let me say this as well. I'm gonna say this publicly on the Sunday stock study as well. I'm not gonna. So this has been kind of something I've been saying too, is that I'm not gonna argue or talk bad about any other service or anything like that. And I used to be really really bad about it, about calling people out on stuff, and just speaking my mind, and I've probably hurt myself on applying for positions and things like that with certain people, and it sucks because these guys are traders that I respect, but they probably made a mistake, and I called them out on it instead of being talking to them one on one. I kind of called them out publicly on it, and it kind of hurts our relationship now, where I realized that it probably wasn't the right thing to do. So I this is something I was talking about with someone else, is that I was raised in a really hard like a really hard upbringing, so like there was always fighting, like, you know what I mean, like I was always ready for a fight. And something I said was the way that you learn to survive shouldn't be the way you thrive, and it's absolutely true. So I'm just so used to fighting first and then asking questions later, but it shouldn't be like that, man. I see the power of positivity. If you guys the same thing, like if you guys see someone at the gas station or a restaurant, or just walking to class or work one day, dude, just the power of just saying hi and having a smile on your face is so much stronger than trying to put someone down, dude. So I'm definitely trying to be a lot better about being kind. And oh, I did you really, Andrew? I didn't know that, dude. Awesome, bro. Yeah, so yeah, the power of positivity is definitely real, guys. And this is one of the hardest probably hardest industries, or jobs that you could have. And it's already hard as it is, and we don't need to be tearing each other apart. There's so many people that talk crap about other rooms, but the truth is I've learned from all those other rooms, even if it's stuff not to do. It's I've learned from a lot of them, and that was something that someone brought up on Friday, was that it's stupid for someone to room hop like that. And I'm like, if someone from my room wants to go learn a different style, I'm not going to stop them. Like, why would I hold someone back from them progressing their trading? That's absolutely dumb. So I think you should learn from everyone that you can, and if you want to come learn my style, and you want to come learn how we make money, then absolutely come do so. But I'm not gonna put someone else down for me to make money or for you to join my room. Yeah, dude. So I'm more leaning towards the bullish side, bro. So I'm more leaning towards the bullish side on Tesla. Like I was just saying, this is a huge support now that it's built to here around 700. If you're looking around right here, and we got like this this compression and this really sideways action the last 2 days. So I could see where we could even wake up to a gap up tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. That would be absolutely funny, but like I said, I pretty much punched my ticket out of it. Once it's almost like that sell the news type scenario, right? So everyone's talking about this. I mean, anyone who's anyone on YouTube, you go on, you type Tesla, everyone made a YouTube about it to ride the wave and the train on it, and to get you viewers and stuff. And it's definitely one of those sell the news type things. It's already happened. It's done. I made my money. I'll let it do its thing, and then I'm going to look for another big trade. So we're talking about BYND. I think BYND has a lot of potential to go up. So if you're looking at my screen, so BYND on this cup and handle pattern right here. I really like this right here as long as it holds 100. So and there's some sweeps open at 200. So I believe the sweeps are open until April. And so this could be a really nice trade up to 200 again, too. So we'll keep it rolling. Also, I still have my Peloton trade, guys. Peloton. I haven't closed it, and I'm willing just to let the contracts expire on it. But I was really I'm really hoping that someone with a lot of money comes in and kickstarts this. On one report, I was telling the guys in the chat that it said that they had 112% short float in it. I don't know how you have over 100% short float, but on other places it says 70 some. So if someone were to come in and start squeezing out everyone who's short here above 35, 36, we would have a pretty big some pretty big fireworks. So it's holding this area right here where it dropped to the last time, this 26. They reported earnings, and the earnings were just no one really cared. So their lockup is in March. So their lockup from the IPO, they IPO'd back in September, and the lockup is in March, I believe. And then so it's kind of a race right now in order for it to get kickstarted and for it to go up. But I mean, wouldn't all the owners of the of the stock right now that are locked up right now want to sell that much higher? Wouldn't it be awesome for them too? So I think it's a shit company. I think it's stupid. I think their whole business model is dumb. But just based off of the technicals on it, so, or I should say fundamentals on this one. So the short float, the high short float, and the patterns on it. I think if we get someone to come in and kickstart this to go above this 34, 35, we should have some fireworks too. So that would be pretty nice. Yeah, Tesla to 1,000 would be sick, dude. And that's something that we had talked about too, quite a bit, was trading your own plan. So that those days I had those contracts, everyone was telling me to cover. So everyone and their grandmother would send me a DM to cover, and that I made enough money, and I wound up holding overnight. And they're like, "Oh, it's not going to reclaim 640 again, or whatever, 650 again, or 750, whichever it was." And sure enough, they ended the day at 760, 780 or something like that. It gapped open over 800 the next day. And so that's a really big deal too. It's to trade your plan, guys. So. Do you guys have any questions about any tickers or any tickers that you're watching for the week that you want to analyze together? I think have the futures opened yet? They open in 15 minutes. Cool, guys. Gonna go ahead and end everything here. This was actually really cool to have. There's a little bit more people here today than normal, so very, very nice. Also, I don't know how this will work with the whole Instagram and Twitter, but maybe we'll be able to grow it a little bit better too. So I have a program in order to be able to stream like on Instagram and Twitter too, but to be able to do all three at the same time is different. Oh yeah, Amazon. So that was one that I wanted to look at too, dude. So they had some sweeps at 2100. Yeah, 2100. So there's some pretty big sweeps at 2100. So it looks like they just about got there on Friday, right? Hold on, I'm just taking a look, dude. Yeah, dude, this I believe that. Oh, you know what stock I want to look at this week too is BABA, guys. BABA. I almost forgot, dude. This one is gonna be. I think they're reporting earnings this week, and so this will definitely be a hot one. Depending on the news from the coronavirus and the market sentiment and things like that, we should actually get a very nice move here on BABA this week. So. Keep an eye on BABA. So I was reading some reports just a while ago, like the earnings whisper or whatever. So keep an eye on BABA. But on Amazon, yeah, I think if we go, it may take a couple tries to get it over that 2100, dude. But yeah, this is a pretty strong pattern right here. I don't see any reason for it to not break it. You know what I mean? So they're on it, dude. Like they're absolutely just train wrecking through everything. So if we could get back to, so I have this support line here at 26 or so. So for it to pull back and then for you to get the bounce on it to come back up, that would be pretty nice. Yeah. So short term, Andrew, pull back to 2026 to the support, and then for it to continue up. Yeah. So short term, like the first couple days this week, down, and then for it to curl up. Uber was a good one too. I heard. I didn't play it though. I just seen everyone talking about it on Friday. But look at this. I'm sorry, guys. My oh, let me change this real quick. It'll actually change. There we go. Sometimes my chart gets all messed up. Yeah, so I really like this dude on Uber right here. So we have room right here. So these are fib lines. These are fib lines that are automatically plotted right here. These gray ones. So for it to come as a profit target to 42.50, 42.43 or so right here, would be really nice. Up to, there's even a little bit of resistance from the spike up right here, and then also the support that it had. So $42.50 to $43 would be nice for if it did continue to go up, but it would I could see it like kind of like like up and down. Like it's not going to be like a straight parabolic up, but just up and down, kind of curl up. You know what I mean? So so I could see it pull back up, down, kind of zigzag up and just kind of hold this trend. So. But yeah, we may see, so the first profit target would be 42.50, $43 around in that area, and then for it to pull back a little bit and then continue up. Yeah, dude. Baba's should be really freaking nice. As long as the whole coronavirus stuff holds up. It was kind of crazy to talk to some people that are like drop shippers. We were talking about it, right, Andrew? And I actually texted my friend and I asked him, and I think he was trying to play it cool, dude. I think he was trying to play it like no big deal, but I think he's I think he's kind of freaking out a little bit. So he just bought like a new M4, and then he has an i8, and I mean he's doing really well. Like, and he has like a mentorship, and everything, and so it's cool. It's here in New Mexico. I don't know how it's like, where you guys live, but here in New Mexico, there's a lot of laziness, dude. There's a lot of complacency and laziness, and and if you live somewhere else, like in California, New York, or a big city where there's a lot of hustle, it sucks. So like when you get someone, like when you get a friend, or someone that does did he? Well, what position does he have right now, Andrew? I know that there's people that are holding it right now and that are praying that the same thing are going to happen. Like, like they're buying the news, so to speak, and they're just going to get absolutely crushed, dude. Like, and they may make money on this first time, right? They may make money this first time, but then they go and try to do it again on something else, and they are just going to get their lunch eaten. So what I was saying is that, like, here in Albuquerque, there's a lot of complacency, like, and there's not a lot of like I don't know how to say it, but like the entrepreneur space, and like just the people that like have a hustle, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not very big, like, and you could feel it when you go to like other places. When I go to California, it's crazy. Like, I could ask, I always compare this. Like, I was staying at my uncle's, and he called for like someone to come chop his palm trees, and you guys know how tall the palm trees get, and that shit's no joke. And literally, he just asked for someone to come on Facebook, and like three different companies showed up without even saying anything. They just showed up to his house after they asked for an address and just started working. And that's the type of hustle I want around me and stuff. And so when I find someone like that here in Albuquerque, like, I root for them, dude. Like, and then obviously it's cool, like, we could vibe off each other, and if there's marketing stuff, or he has a YouTube channel, so maybe eventually we could trade content for each other and stuff. And so I mean, when I see someone that's doing the same thing, it's cool to root for them. So I hope, they don't get affected by it too much. Oh, did he really? Dude, that's the... I'm working on being positive, but, I mean, it's not very smart. The whole options thing, dude, I think you gotta be really open-minded to it, bro. Like, the whole part of having a drawdown as soon as you get in, and most of the time, is definitely different than when there's a lot of different rules from small caps as to options, and it takes a lot to get used to. And I've been told off before because they said I was a liar. It's impossible to trade options, and I'm like, no, it's just totally different mindset than trading small caps and things like that. Do you guys have anything special going on this weekend? You guys do anything crazy or exciting? Football's over now, so there's no football anymore. I used to try to do these around, the football schedule, so that's why I didn't do it last weekend. But we'll get back on schedule, and pretty excited for baseball season now. I don't know about the whole like Houston Astros scandal and all that, but that's what happens when you're a Dodgers fan. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I'm going to go grab something to eat, and then I got some more court stuff to work on. I have all my papers that I just kind of threw on the floor here, so you couldn't see them all over the place. But I got some court stuff to do. For the guys that are in my room, I will be here pre-market, and then I'll probably get ready and dude, you're a Mets fan? Yeah, bro. Like, it's funny because the last time the Dodgers won a World Series is in '88. That's when I was born. Dodgers, bro. You gotta be a Dodgers fan, Mateo. Don't tell me you're a Padres or Giants fan, bro. I hate that there's a delay on YouTube, so yeah, dude. If you guys have kids, definitely give them a big old hug and kiss tonight, and say a prayer for me, bro. Oh yeah, Mateo. That's why. Oh yeah, your mom always posts about being she's always wearing her Dodgers gear, bro. We'll have to catch a game, dude. I'm gonna plan a trip out there. Probably, I'm thinking like Memorial Day weekend. I want to go out there, so if you want to catch a game while we're out there, we could do that, dude. And I'm going to El Paso, I think, next weekend. I'm gonna go look at some property out there, so we'll see, dude. Yeah, thank you, Mateo. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next time. All right, we'll see. Come back Friday. We'll go ahead and stream. If you guys want to see my executions and see me trade live on Friday, and my analysis live as we go through things, we'll do that on Friday. Also, Sunday stock study next Sunday. So we'll see you guys later. All right.